Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the last stream of the Rise of the Abyssal. This I only found out about 5 minutes ago, actually, that the Rise of the Abyssal close Monday tomorrow at 1 p.m. PST, which is 9 p.m. GMT. So bear in mind, I didn't get until 10:30, or online until 10:30. It looks like this is going to be the last stream. So I thought, and I was going to do this in this coming week, but I think we have to do this now tonight. We're going to run through and do a showcase of this season's builds. I've got 9 builds that I've made this season, and all of them are RNG generated. All of them have had a wheel spin on the class, on the ascendancy, on the main skill line, so whether it would be mace, crossbow, bow, etc. And then I pick one skill out of all of those skills to be the main dominant skill. Some of them have been more challenging than others. Some of them have been buff skills, which has been very frustrating to build into, so I've kind of lent towards the default attack. Some of them have been more meta than others and been very, very easy to build into. And some of them have been really, really challenging, like really challenging, such as the Ivory Trail one, which uses the Bone Offering as an attack. As you can imagine, it's a buff for the minions, but we've worked it out. It's been good. It's been fun. So we've got a range of characters coming from 74 through to 85. So we didn't hit a late end game on them. Obviously, there's quite a lot of characters there. What I'm going to do in this stream is go through every single one. We'll pick one at random. I've got the wheel up because all hail the wheel will speak, and the wheel will have spoken. And once we've done, pick the next character to roll. We'll go through the build, and then we'll do a map, and then we'll do the next one, go through a map. So I want to showcase the fun, quirky builds that we've got onto. Dax, hello, mate. Welcome in. Welcome into the stream. Yeah. So this is the last stream of the league, which is kind of sad, really. I really enjoyed this season, and I've actually just been going through my characters in the standard league, and I'm gonna have to start deleting characters because I won't play these characters again. This is it. They're gone. They're done, dusted, and we'll start all over again on Friday. So yeah, without further ado, let's get out the first character, have a little chat through what it has been built into, and all right, Blood Van Emergent. There it is. Let's start with that one. So, Blood Van Emergent is a Blood Mage using a crossbow and the emergency reload skill. Emergency reload skill is a Paul, welcome in. Emergency reload is a buff skill, so it's like it doesn't actually inherently have attack, but it makes the attacks that you do a bit stronger. So it kind of empowers them. So it's taking a very long time to load up. What I've done with this skill is I've lent on some other abilities, and I've kind of built in the Blood Mage on this as well. So I've lent in to where's Blood? Let's look at the emergency reload to start off. Emergency reload is instant reload all your crossbow ammunition and empower each clip's ammunition to deal more damage for a duration. 10-second cooldown recovery. Buff duration is 6 seconds or until empowered bolts are extended. Buff empowers bolts with 20% more damage, and this is on a 45-second cooldown. All right. It is showcased there indeed. This 45 second for a main skill ability. So what I did in this build was I did cooldown reduction massively. I've got cooldown reduction to a massive 15.58 seconds from 45 seconds. So every 15 seconds I can emergency reload. So within that 15 seconds I've got to rotate certain skills. And the skills that I've chosen was the Hailstorm. Hailstorm was a natural one for this for me because it has 28 bolts that you can fire off at once, which does that. That's a massive one, and they reload over time as well. So they've got a duration of time before they can go up to max. So if I was to emergency reload, fire that off, you can see that's counting up, and as of this, my emergency reload is ticking around. I can probably fire another one off there with 15 seconds. And then it's almost at the emergency relay level. There it is. 15 seconds is up. We fire again and we go again. So that was the premise of that. Now, what I also did with this, I put oil grenades down as well for the debuff. Oil grenades are really fancy because not only do they cover enemies in oil that slows the movement by 20%, it also applies exposure, and if we're doing elemental damage, exposure is really good for reducing the elemental resistances of them. So I went for that one as well. Now, I've got different attacks for different scenarios. So, for example, the oil grenades I'm spamming. Excuse me, I'm spamming consistently. Whether we're debuffing or whether we oh, there we go. So I just spam those. I did have this on Nova actually, and I moved off it. Now this oil can be ignited with explosive shot. However, I've made a change actually to this build fairly recently where I've converted all fire damage to cold damage. So actually it doesn't, but I feel like it works in my favor not having the explosives, possibly, because it means that they're constantly debuffed, they're constantly slow, and then I can hail them with my my hailstorm. So that was something that I changed recently. We can change it back again, but it was all down to this glove. As you can see, I've got this glove in. I haven't even put a socket in there, a rune socket in there, which we could, I don't know, chuck in cold damage or whatever, resistance. I mean, I'm pretty high on my resistances anyway. So I'd say still work in progress, but that's kind of where I finished up with this on there. Plasma Blast is the main boss killer skill. This is an absolute monster. This does bleed, massive dot capability on this. And yeah, it's huge. We focused down the bleed on this. In fact, forgot to say that bleed is a big component of this build. And we've got bleed on the where have we got bleed on? The oil grenades do bleed, which is really good. We've got Herald Blood, which does bleed, Execute as well, and Brutality and Area. So area effects. So that's quite good. That's good on the bleed too. Plasma Blast does bleed. Plasma Blast is huge. Plasma Blast is one of those skills that you have to take ages to charge up. But two of those and they're dead. I don't care who you are, boss-wise, you're dead. Blasphemy as well. I've stuck Blasphemy in, and what I've gone for is Elemental Weakness and Temporal Chain, so it's even more slow. So enemies are super slow around me, and then we've gone for big area too. Elvian Presence as well for Elemental Threshold Reduction too. But yeah, this is a fun build. I'm going to probably do, I don't know, what level am I? 74. Ooh, I don't want to go too high because we want to showcase the build as opposed to see me struggle through a map. So to speak, I don't know if we can do 11s on this. I don't want to go easy mode, but I will go easy mode because I want to showcase the build as opposed to like, I don't even know where I'm at on this. 74, I'm probably 11 is quite high. Boost it up. I don't mind dying too much. Don't want to die too much because dying is not fun, especially if we're showcasing cool builds and stuff like that. Anyway, we're going to start with the Hellstorm rounds. We got the grenades in, and oh, I've got Blink as well. Oh, sorry, I forgot to go through the rest of the build, didn't I? Hold on. Oh, buggered this up. Sorry. Reverse. Other things. Okay, so a Blood Mage. So I've gone for Blood Bloods. Blood you inflict on cursed enemy targets is aggravated. Elemental damage contributes to bleeding. Elemental damage is the key here because obviously we're doing cold damage, so that's going to help. And the other two I've gone for is Grasping Wounds. I haven't even done my third Ascendency on this one. Hilarious. And 25% loss from hits is prevented that much. This is a defensive measure. Is lost over 4 seconds. It's really good. Now, as you can see, my pathing is mental on this. I've started here. I've gone whip up to here. Got that duel down a bit. Cut over to attack and skill speed and physical damage. Come down here. This has been a very popular movement for me down here. I've gone for 200 weapons. I've got the 50% increased attack damage. I come all the way down here. I could put these three up actually. They'll be good. Sorry, these for physical damage. Get a good base. I've got bleed there, and then I've come down here for 200 weapon, which is a crossbow, obviously, and then straight down here we've got cooldown recovery. We've got bleed, and then iron reflexes for more armor and authority. That's kind of that is the laid out there. Gear wise, we've got a crossbow not as good as the one actually that we were equipping. In fact, I might have a crossbow that is better than that from the last build that we've just done. Have I? That's a 480, 402. We might actually. Is that better? Debatable whether that's better. That is possibly. We'll have a little look and see what these do. Damage numbers. Have a quick look. I'm not supposed to be building on this one. That's an increase. Hello. That's not an increase. That's okay. So that's an increase. That is definitely an increase. We're going to stick that in. I'm going to. Do I stick a couple of? Will I stick in there? What have I lost out on? We've got mana on here. We've got mana, and we got maybe just screw it. We'll do. We'll keep it simple. Shove those in, and we'll shove that in there. There we go. Cold. Blip. There we are. X base for the win. Okay. Imagine having a perfect one. Imagine if we had a perfect one. Yeah. Okay. Let's go off and let's go and showcase the build now. So all we're going to do is drop off the grenade. Oh yeah. I'll just flatten my face. I need to be careful. I'll be used to dodge rolling. I forget that we are. I forget that I'm blink on this, which is yeah, dangerous. We need to find boss really fast. I mean, the cold damage, we do ignite a lot of fire if we use the non-cold damage gloves, which is kind of good, but it's pretty FPS-y if you are laggy on the frames. Oh, I'm not used to this blink. Not being playing blink characters. I feel like we might have a lot of this actually. This stream. You know what? You know when you are playing one character, you get used to the character, right? I am not used to the character, especially this one. This is a very unique type of character. There's a lot of rotation that I'm not used to. Sorry, let's spit it out. Well, I think maybe 11s. I say 11s might be a bit too big, but you know what I might do? I might get rid of the gloves just so we can burn everything. It might make us a little bit more appreciate the burst. Where's the boss? Come on. And the bleed is pretty solid on this. And also I'm going to need to reduce. I'm going to need to reduce the games or the runs to 10 minutes apiece. Oop. Don't trip. Don't trip. Oh, the other thing I had was actually the flame boots on. They were quite good. So I can blow everything up. Defeat the fungus behemoth. Oh. Here we go. Right. You ready for him? Oh. Where is he gone? Oh, God damn it! He would do his barrage just as I was doing mine. I needed to freeze him. Oh, don't God damn it. I'm jumping the gun. Ah, he's got away from me. He might be a difficult one to do, actually. There we go. There we go. That's the one we wanted. Oh, man. Okay. That's that, yeah. I buggered it up, guys. I didn't really give the best showcase there, but, you know. She's a difficult one to do. She takes a bit of time to get used to, this one. I think maybe the gloves have probably let me down. I've only put those on. Ace found them for me. I thought, you know what, I could try it on. And yeah, maybe. All right, never mind. Okay, so that's that build. That's the build. I kind of made a bit of a hash of that, but you can check the videos out. They're much more detailed of that. Let's do the next build. Exit the session. That's taken me 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Right, here we go. We're gonna get rid of Blood Van Emerging, and we're gonna spin. I haven't got my audio. Where's my audio gone? Ooh. The Belen Berserker, the classic Belen Berserker. Everybody knows the Belen Berserker. I feel like my audio has been switched over. It has been switched over. There we go. Right. Belen Berserker. This one. Tempest Bell Warrior is a Warbringer, and using the Quarterstaff skill line, using Tempest Bell, and leveling with this is an absolute dream. I mean, an utter beast of a character to play. Towards the end game, I had to go in defensively, and I haven't really spec defensively properly on this. But that being said, there is a lot going on with this one. He's an absolute monster. The Bell's really good. Very simple build. Let's go through Tempest Bell first of all. Tempest Bell is a build combo by successfully striking enemies with other skills. After reaching maximum combo, use this skill to cause a bell on your staff to grow massive sizes. Drop onto the ground. The bell damages enemies on impact and can be hit by your spells, creating a damaging shockwave. Elemental elements applied to the bell cause its shockwaves to deal extra damage on the corresponding type, and the hits which would have knockback increases the area of effect of the shockwaves. Now, there's two ways to build damage in this. There's the initial impact of the bell, or there's the shockwaves, or you can do both. I have specialized in the shockwave, and what I've done is relied on the impact of the bell, which is a 409% increase attack damage, to be the thing that I constantly do. So it becomes quite powerful. I've got a 15k, well, physical's like 20k drop. I also generate bells really quickly on this. So I've got compressed duration so that I don't have them up. The uptime of the bell's really short, which means I can keep fire. I can have two bells to do. Like, well, I've got one down, I can then do the next one, then do the next one. A bit overabundant, so +1 to limit. So I've got two bells to do. Heavy swing, 35 more melee physical. Hemocrystals, because I'm going to be bleeding on my Tempest Fury, which is my generator. And then the Rage Forward supports consume 10 rage possible to deal 35% more damage. The Tempest Fury is the generator. That is the combo generator, and that's going to be very fast. As you can see, it's an incredibly fast attack speed, rage with attack speed. I've got Living Light in this because, you know, why not? I practice combo, so I get more chance to build the combo up to drop the bell. So those two work in synergy with each other quite nicely. And then, very simply, I've gone Ravenous Swarm, Herald of Blood, and Wind Dancer. Ravenous Swarm is a bit shit endgame, so I kind of feel like I'm ready to take that out. But again, I've reached endgame, rolled new characters, and I haven't had a go on that forward. Herald of Blood for obviously proccing out the bleed, and we probably could actually build this a little bit better by going stuff like poison and plague I mean, we could just fit into that right now, actually. I mean, that might... I don't know. I'm not going to fiddle with the build. Let's do another map. What level we are? 74 again. I think we could possibly do a map. 11 and a Y. I don't want to do... I don't want to knob myself in again. Because obviously we want to try and showcase the builds, not, you know, unshowcase the builds and make him look a bit wank. But I don't even know what level they are as well. I've not played these for a while. Straight into the delirium. As you can see, I like to drop off the bells. The bells are, yeah, they're very fast generating on bells. I feel like with this one, we possibly need to, let's say, bring a little bit more defense. I'm relying on the armor on this build to kind of carry me at the moment. But I've hit 74, kind of like, I've not endgame build this lot at the moment. And possibly, dare I say it, I've not even done the passive of this passage tree, have I? I've buggered that up as well. We'll do that. Remind me to do it afterwards, boys. I need to do the passive tree and the gear. Might be a better way to do it, actually. Get everyone excited about the build and then they can see the build afterwards. I will put the builds up on... I will put... Don't even why I'm picking shit up. Honestly, all this is going to be rubbish now. I will put the builds up. Part of the building will be linked on the website for these. And I will do a brief description. I'm not going to go into a full build on them in terms of like what gear I've got. I'm just going to talk about the abilities. There's quite a lot to go through. I'm happy to talk about the choices that I've made. God damn it. What the hell was that? Out of habit. I've just got a hit. I can't even... I don't think dodge rolling is viable in this build. And the only problem I find is that my bell gets in the way. Got to hit it across the sideways. They're being revived. They're being revived, aren't they? Where's the boss? Oh, we got him. I mean, he does slap pretty hard. I've not given him some love, actually, for a while. But it looks like he's not going to get any love now. Unlucky. What I found with this one is just to tap the bell on the side. If I'm going in a straight line, just tap it to one side. And then... I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Nope. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I mean, getting absolutely blasted there. There's 1, 2, 3. There's four freaking abyssals there. Yeah. Where's my armor on? Armor's on 70. It's not bad, but evasion is wank. Yeah, I feel like we could do better actually. If we did plague and poison on blood thingamajig. I think it was slap hard in groups. Right, boss fight. Here we go.
The desert stands eternal. You will not.
Oh fuck me. Yeah. Well, he's 75. I'm 70k. Jesus. Yeah. Needs work. He is hard, this dude. Yeah, I just need, maybe I need to work on getting the stun down. If I get the stun on that, oh, it'll be sick. Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, died twice, fail. Maybe I should do like T8, something like that. I don't think I've got a load of T8s actually. I mean, level 74 needs optimization, but okay. Warbringer is really good. Warbringer is really good on this because of the imploding impacts. I love this. You can break enemy below 0 armor, so it's all about smashing that armor in. That has to be the key of this. I kind of feel like that boss, actually, we didn't smash him as hard as we should have done. I've gone for Sturdy Metal and Brutal for strength, melee damage, armor. Got a Blood Rush for attack speed, and I've gone for the Feral Force, Battle Fever again. You're going to notice this in quite a lot of the builds. Those clusters here, and then I've gone for these clusters here again, singular purpose, crushing verdict. I can't see, I mean, to be honest, these ones are the optimal. They're the optimal ones for damage. I don't get why you wouldn't go anywhere else. Devastation, area effect, we should do area effect with obviously the bell. I've got blood motion for speed. We want more speed on this. Cruel methods for more damage and break armor. Lace siege. Oh yeah, that's right. I used a block on my. I've got a block on my quarterstaff for a bit more defense. So I do have defense on that. That's interesting. And then obviously went down this route for the 2H overwhelm. And I'm kind of working my way over to the unerring impact. I wanted the strike range on this as well. I thought strike range would be quite important for this. So again, we've only done 2 lots of ascendancies. There's the third one to get, which is quite easily. We'll probably go for Jade Heritage for a bit more defensive on this. It is a very good defensive skill. And it looks like I was going over this way for accuracy too. So definitely not finished. A lot of fun. On the quarterstaff, I've gone physical damage. That's level 62, so I'm due a craft on that. The brass dome, which is getting a buff next season, which that increased armor is going to go up to 700 to 900%, I think it is, which is going to be huge. That's going to be a very good armor set. If you want to, it's just slap that in, instant armor, no problem, no crit damage as well. That's really good. And then the rest of it's just basic stuff, spirit, attacks. That's stuff is due an upgrade, really upgrade. I think a good weapon on this carries this build so hard. Rely on stun and then just slap them down, easy. Fresh craft. I've not got time to craft tonight, and I say this is it. They're gone. Goodbye, my sweeties. What else we got? So we got passives, skill gems, armor, playstyle. Done. It's been a fun build. This leveling this was an absolute dream. So fast. I feel there's a hell of a lot of optimization there. Even now, looking at that build, I know there's stuff I can do to make it a lot harder and slap more. But we're gonna pull out. Exit character selection. We're off. It's 11 o'clock. I can't work tomorrow. I can't be too late. That's 2 down. Belen Berserker is off the menu. Let's bring out the next one. All hail the wheel. The wheel is here. What should we do? Erica Osborne. Let's go. Erica Osborne's been one of my favourites. Just because of the just because. Okay, so Erica Osborne is a dual wielding Deadeye, dual wielding maces. So mace and the Armor Breaker skill, which is getting a buff next season as well. It's going to get more damage on it, which I'm really pleased about. Not that I'll be playing it because we've done it on this build. Shame, sadly, but Armor Breaker is getting a buff, damage buff. It's a huge skill. I don't know what level I'm on this. Come on, it's slow tonight. It's slow. So, give you an indication of what we've got. Armor Breaker is, and I have played this recently, so it is a little bit more optimized. Level 85 as well. So, Armor Breaker, straight with one forceful blow, knocking back enemies and weakening their armor. Hits break, 8,398 armor, break 20% increased armor, plus 2 to melee strike range, knock back enemies, 40% more attack speed while dual wielding. The reason why we have picked dual wielding for this: attack damage is 294, 80% base for attack speed, and I've got plus 15 for global modifiers. Another good reason for dual wielding. I had a brief conversation with someone on this comment section about dual wielding, and they're saying that the penalties are too high for using Giant's Blood for dual wielding 2Hs. You've got to remember, when you're dual wielding 2Hs, you get all the benefits and stats from having two 2Hs, which in this case is plus 6 to level skills, and then we have massive damage as well on both of these. So these, I mean, there's plenty of headroom if we're going further into this. So the one way to mitigate the extra cost for dual wielding is the Vertex Tribal March, which equipment and skills have a 50% reduction to attribute requirements. If I take that off, I need 402 strength to equip these weapons. Stick it on, and it's 201, which is very easy to do. So I think if you're going to dual wield maces, 2Hs, or anything that requires a huge amount of dexterity, or, well, I suppose at the moment it's mace, isn't it? So it's strength. Then the mask is really good to bring that down, and it's got a decent amount of crit chaos damage, and it's got crit hit on it. It's quite a good mask stat for doing this. My Armor Breaker is currently hitting a 29k DPS, which is pretty solid for that. We've got Fire Attunement, Armor Explosion, Rapid Attacks, Close Combat, and Rage 3 on there for the attack speed. I've got Leap Slam for mobility, Ancestral Cry, which looks like I've been playing around with Ancestral Cries actually, and I'm using the Infernal Cry. Ancestral Cry is Ancestral Cry is like the buff. It requires glory, isn't it, to generate. I don't use that much actually because it's a bit inconsistent. Wind Dancer, which is getting a nerf damage wise next season. Those maces must cost a bit. They must have done. Yeah. See these money sinks. Paul, you're looking at this in the game. This is my money sink. So Wind Dancer, we've got Life Leech, we've got Maim, Blind, Lightning Attunement, Living Lightning, Herald of Ash, Cannibalism, Clarity, and Precision. We've got Overwhelming Presence because we want to stun lots. And then Caltrops is another of my favourite abilities. I think this is really good utility if you're going to get down the sort of like physical strength route. I've got Life Leech, Poison, Bursting Plague, Nova, Magnified Area, and then Infernal Cry, Corrupted Blood, or Corrupted Cry, sorry, Battle Shout, and Magnified Area. So this one's one. Yeah, this is a fun build to do. We'll very, very fast. Oh, I tell you what we'll do actually. I know we didn't do it. Passive Tree. Oh look! Surprise, surprise! We've gone down to Crushing Verdict again, singular purpose, and Overwhelm. Okay, so this one, I've gone for speed on this. We've headed over. Started obviously at the Ranger. I've gone on for Gathering Winds and Windward for the Tailwind. Obviously more speed. Again, Ascendencies need to get a third one. There's no reason why I couldn't do it quite easily, but we're not going to do it because, you know, end of season and stuff like that. Blur, Cat-like for evasion. I've gone in for Adaptive Assault for the +4 to melee strike range. I was trying to get the projectiles in so I can then do more range attack, because obviously using 2Hs we're limited by the space we've got, especially with the Armor Breaker. It's not got a projectile to it, so we want to try and generate some sort of reach with that, which I was trying to do out of the Ancestral Cry actually. So what else we got? Agile, succession. We've gone for. I mean, the monk starting skill lines are great. We've got attack speed. We've got movement speed. We've got skill speed. There's a lot of good things around there. Life from death, recover 3 or maximum life from kill, which is good. I have gone in for evasion armor on this. So I've gone for enhanced reflexes for 20% evasion rating, gain deflection, increased dexterity, and then bestial skin, which is 100% evasion ratio for body armor, which is really, really good. Sorry if I'm talking quickly, but need to rapidly get through these. Unerring impact, again, for more melee strikes. I think there's a melee strike up here, which I'm about to go for as well, which is the reaching strike. If I was to level up, that would be where I go with that. We probably won't do that tonight. And then we're going for the standards. Obviously, we've got to hit Giant's Blood, so you can wield 2 axe, maces, or swords in one hand, triple the attribute requirement, which is the reason why it's 400. I've also gone in for beef because we need more strength, and crushing verdict, as mentioned before. So that's the skill line for this. We're going to drop in. I'll keep it consistent. We'll do 11s because I've got 11s. And then we can see which builds suffer and which builds don't suffer. What should we do with this? Once it deals its cold damage, I think we'll be alright on 11, to be fair. Evasion's 57. It could be better. Fire cold capped, lightning 65, chaos 42, life 1653. There's a problem with the life. You don't get all the life from the strength, so you need max life on the gems. What have I got here? I've got stun build up and empower, onslaught, empower attacks. Yeah, which is why we want the Infernal Cry. I think we've got the Aftershock on there. Aftershocks are getting a boost next season as well. Lots of nice buffs. Gloves are attack speed and then more damage, I guess. Chest is nothing amazing. It's just evasion and spirit. As is the I guess my jewelry is just resistances, a little bit of damage, and then we're using the Birth of Fury, which is one of our favourite boots. We're going to go a bit of a fire theme on this, I suppose, with everything, but really bloody hell, this super fast build. Love it. Right, let's get another map on the go. Crypts. So leap in and then bash the shit out of things. That's it, right? So we got mana issues with this build as well. Looks of it. Yeah, I mean the the armor break is huge. And I mean the leap's pretty strong as well for an attack actually. I mean that does. Pretty nice damage all round. I mean this has got to be one of my favourite builds. I think it's stay with you. I think I like leap just for the mobility. I think leap is a great fun tool to have. Definitely just jumping around the map. I mean, I know it's not a leap build, but we've got to have a little bit of flexibility on these things. And the leap comes in, it kind of synergizes with armor break because you can use the armor break with the leap to stun. So you hit with the armor break their armor, and then you leap to stun them. It's such a great pairing that. Uh-oh. Fell over then. As if we needed more speed. I'm going to look at my mana now. Jesus. This is not what I want. Have I gone past it? I have, yeah. What's down here? I might burn out a mana here. Ooh. This is going to be interesting. Alright, there we go. Where all hail the wheel. The wheel has done well on this one. It's Deadeye Dual Wielder. It's definitely been a fun build, that. Apart from mana. Mana's not good. Oh man, but what a build. Yeah, I'll be sad to say goodbye to her. Right, next. Let's take off Erica, dear old Erica Osborne. All hail the wheel. The wheel is here, everyone. Let's go. Salvo Chill. Ooh, this was a difficult one, actually. Salvo Chill, where are you? So we had 2 Smith of Catawbas this time around, which is a bit frustrating. But again, another buff coming with Smith of Catawba. Smith of Catawba is having a huge buff, actually. Not only resistant to all elemental skills, having more armor. It's going to be massive, absolutely massive. Level 80 on this. So I have gone in so many directions with this, and I've ended up going Avatar, even though we're freezing Salvo and it has got freeze build up. I'm scrapping that completely. We're just using it as the ice missiles, because and we'll start up with a passage tree on this one, because we're going to go fire. I think for the theme, I think this was the tune that you were building when I started playing. Yeah, probably possibly, and then I parked it for a bit, and then I come back to it because it was stuck at level like 38 for ages, and then we reignited it. So standard stuff, 2 wielding, because we are using a bow. So we've got Overwhelm, Colossal Weapon, and the Curve Weapon, a singular purpose, Crushing Verdict, Lasting Trauma. Damage. Then one of the decisions we made, we moved off to chill, even though the chill's really good. We went to fire. So I'm now Avatar of Fire, so I do just purely fire damage. Reignited, yeah, it literally reignited. We reignited it because I thought, you know what, if we're going Smith of Catawba, you need to go for fire, because the Smith is based on fire, right? He's got like fire damage, fire resistance. We're unaffected by Ignite, which is going to be all status effect for the going forward, which is going to be even better. We're stacking fire resistance. Body armor grants 25% physical damage taken from hits as fire. I mean, huge. And then I thought, well, okay, if we're going to go fire, then I need fire nose. So I picked up the fire nose, burn away for, 15% increased damage, 10% ignite, penetrates 10% fire resistance, burning strikes, more extra fire damage. I ended up going up here so we've got a little bit of a synergy going on here. I ignite myself by using Molten Carapace, 50% increased fire damage while enlightened. Not that one, sorry. Self-immolation. Ignites you cause are reflected back to you. 40% reduced magnitude of might on you. So I burn myself, but I'm immune to ignite. I do 50% more fire damage while I'm ignited, so that's instantly 50% more damage. So good little bit of synergy there, and we've got more flammability and 40% increased damage with hits against ignited enemies. So we're always igniting, lots of fire damage going on. We've got burning nature with the sigil of fire. We probably could do, I don't know, yeah. Managed to get +3 to freezing salvos as well, which is good. So we've got a good amount of skills on there. I think that's it. I'll probably, for my next 2 ascendancy points, either go... I'll probably go into armor, actually, if I was to go down that route. Anyway, Our resistances are obviously stacked. I mean, we are 160, 143, 161. Chaos needs a bit of work. Armor's wank. Armor's 27%. Because it's white. They are getting 200. In the new patch, we get 200, 200, and 200. So I have 600 on top of that, which will take it up to 1,600, 1,100, sorry, on the new league. But it's fine. We're a ranged character. Just remember that. We are ranged, so we are moving away. Now, this is the interesting thing. Fairgrave's Curse Artillery Bow is the game changer that we ended up switching out or switching into. Because there's two things going on here. There's the Phantasmal Arrow that always ignites. This one here. So fires an arrow that embeds where it lands for a short duration. At the end of the duration, the fire explodes in a spectral flame, turning it into ashes and damaging enemies with a high chance of igniting an enemy with the explosion also ignites enemies in range. So we've got like an AoE effect going on there. Really, really good. That paired with the spectral fire, this is quite interesting. Targets affected by spectral fire debuff do not take damage from ignite. Instead, that damage feeds the spectral fire. When the spectral fire debuff expires or the target dies, the spectral fire explodes, dealing all the damage it absorbed to all the enemies within 1.8 meters. This is a huge thing, right? This is this really changes the way fire works and ignites. So I like this. I think this is great, and it's really kind of adjusted and shifted the build massively. I needed spirit on this, so because we're losing spirit from the chest piece, I've gone for Alpha Howl for that extra 100 spirit. Got a bit of cold and we've got presence, but I'm not bothered about that too much. And we've got spirit on necklace or amulet. We got the Wake of Destruction, so we're doing shock round because there's no point doing ignite. We ignite by the sheer damage that we do. And it means that we can do shock because we are Avatar of Fire. We can still do shock, otherwise we're kind of caught out. The skill gems, so obviously Phantasmal Fire is now our main attack. Freezing Salvo, or say main charge attack. Freezing Salvo is one of these weird abilities that when you fire it, it's on a cooldown that you can't alter. You see it's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we can fire again. You can fire it again, but you only get to do one or two at a time. Interesting. Okay, so Freezing Salvo, this is our main skill. Passively coalesces ice missiles from the air over time. Using the skill, fires a missile, firing additional missile for each that has been accumulated. That's the one that goes up to 10. Fires an additional missile up to its current missile count. Target each ice fragment in its area, causing the fragments to detonate immediately. So we need to build in ice fragments into this build, which means ice-tipped arrows is the one to do this. So ice-tipped arrows empowers your next bow or projectile spear attack to create ice fragments. So that means that our ice-tipped arrows, and they only generate ice fragments if you hit. You got to hit a target with this. So Phantasmal Arrow is the thing that we're going to be empowering because it's a barrageable skill. And then once we've done that, all our little ice things pop away, and then we can come in the Freezing Salvo, which is the main skill of the show. That just like bombards everything. Obviously, all that's fire damage as well, which is good. Now, interestingly, I've got Commiserate here. So when inflicting an ailment from a supported skill, remove that ailment from yourself. Ailments inflicted by support skills have 40% more magnitude if you're inflicted with the ailment. So I am ignited. I ignite myself, self-immolation, and then I can use that ignite to activate the Commiserate support gem. Got Fire Pen, projectile acceleration, fire attunement, and concentrated area. So lots of damage kicking off on there. I've gone for a lot of support gems here. I don't think Trinity is worth it. Trinity is going to give me a 9% more elemental damage. I think there's probably more we can do in that, to be fair. Wind Dancer for rage or melee hit. I thought, where were we going with this? We had a little bit of a tricky situation with this actually, which I think we pulled off from using Berserk, but now we're just stacking Berserk up anyway. So I had a bit of a weird loop going with the Rage Gauntlets, I don't know. I won't go into that now because it's not here. Yeah, we're not going into this build. It's definitely a different build, that. Okay, so let's get into another map. We'll just get another map. Here we go. I don't want to make it too difficult for us, you know, because we like to kill stuff and have fun. Mine shafts, Val City, Seepage. Let's do Seepage. Right, so ice tips, arrow, salvo.
I shall endure.
So there are there are the ice tips, and then we can fire the salvo, and everything blows to blow up. Man, it feels so incredibly slow after playing the Deadeye. Jesus Christ! And we've got temporal chains on as well. That's not going to help. Oh no! Don't kill me. We're doing a showcase. You can't be killing me in the showcase. Ice tip arrows, pock a few of those off, and then fire away. Pick up the gold for no other reason than just picking up the gold. I need to not walk in those. I'm going to try and go to the boss. I hate temporal chains. Ow, ow, ow. That was nasty. Oh look, we got another fungus to kill. Joy. Oh god. What have we got? Temporal... Oh, extra cold damage. Oh, I've just been blasted by extra cold damage. Hilarious. Great showcase, Fragman. Well done. Really showcasing these builds. Yeah, it does suck, man. Yeah, because gonna get my revenge. Oh no! Run away! Run away! I wish that they changed the freezing salvo. You used to have I think some builds show it on a front bar, back bar. Oh come on! I mean the crafter in me is like, I need that. But I know it's means nothing. It means nothing. It's the end of the league. Man, this... Am I? I'm not proccing that. There we go. I'm getting a little impatient. You know, I was considering actually. I probably don't need Avatar of Fire on this because all my damage is pretty much fire. Anyway, the Avatar of Fire is stacking my fire damage. But as I say, I've got so much fire. You know, I'll say stacking it, but you know what I mean. All right, here we go. Let's get this. Hey, see, look, he didn't fire my. Come on. I can do my coalescing missiles too, you know. Problem with this guy, isn't it? Alright, nice. Okay. It's good synergy on this build. I could do with some more speed. if I'm honest. And I think, what's that? Level 70, level 52, level 60, level 64, 64. I mean, the gear isn't too bad. I probably could do with getting my... oh, I don't know. It's fun. I just need to play it a bit more safe, I think. And not go running in. Right. Next build. There was Salvo Chill. It was a long time. It took a long time to get Salvo working, but we got there. I think a lot of these guys now just need optimization on guild on builds and gear. Right, all hail the wheel. The wheel is coming into play again. Salvo Chill can go off that. Let's go. Who's going to be next? Bursting Shokalita. The meta build. We've been playing Bursting Shokalita recently. So she is Shockliata. Sorry, Shockliata. I quite like this build. There's some good synergy going on here. Really good synergy going on here with this one. One of my Shockalicious. She is Shockalicious. So, Bursting Shockalicious. No chest piece, you'll notice. Resistances, meh. Armor 50, evasion 64. It should be more than that, but anyway. I've got 2 skill points. Right, let's start with the shot burst rounds. This is what we got rolled into. So, Bursting Shokalita is a hunter, Amazon, huntress Amazon, and she is crossbow character with the bursting shot burst rounds. So shot burst rounds load your crossbow with a clip of charge bolts which release damaging pulses upon hitting an enemy affected by lightning and ailment. Using this skill, again, reloads. So they have to have shock on them, basically. But you can't cause shock with the skill, as I understand it. They have to have shock on them for the skill to work, which means they've got to have a shock generator. That's the main one to do. So cannot shock. There it is. And that's not on any of these, is it? That I've forced it out. No. So I've got to have shock, which means to get around shock, I'm using the Wake of Destruction just to guarantee shock. Why not? It's easy. I don't have to mess around. I've got project. Oh, sorry. Wife's calling. Yes. Yeah, been through them. Living Lightning is really nice on this as well. And then Voltaic Grenades. This is going to be our electrocution build up, which is massive. This combination of Voltaic Grenades and the shock burst is really strong, and I think possibly is almost in the sense of meta. We've got less detonation time with the short fuse. Volt, I've slammed that in recently actually. Gain 3 voltaic charges per meter travelled, which is basically do more lightning damage. Attacks gain 25% of damage as lightning damage for 5 seconds on killing a shocked enemy, which we do quite a lot, and then we've done Nova projectiles on this. Herald of Lightning, I've got Culling Strike, Blind 2, Natural Overload, and Living Lightning. Caltrops, again, a favourite. Lightning Attunement, Nova, Lightning Exposure, and Mana Leech. And then Wind Dance, Lightning Attunement for Living Lightning. Got Quill Burst, I had no idea why, but slammed it in. And then Maim. So that is kind of the laid out with the skill gem. It's a very easy rotation. This is literally just Shock Burst and then Voltaic Grenades. That is it. Passive tree wise, let's go to the passive tree. Obviously start up over here. Again, look at this. Oh, surprise. Crushing Verdict, Singular Purpose. Hasn't hit shockwaves. We don't need that. Cruel Methods, Overwhelm, 2H weapon. If you're not doing it, you're losing out of damage, in my mind. So we had done some Ricochet, heavy ammunition, and careful aim. These are kind of getting the projectile based stuff up, and this accuracy. I wanted to try and get accuracy up. That's just a jewel up there. Primal Instinct for attack speed and area, and then we are going to. Oh, we have hit that one, haven't we? The Precision Salvo for projectile speed, accuracy, attack speed, and accuracy rating. Escape velocity for movement speed and evasion. Surging currents for penetration of lightning, and harness the elements for 20% damage for each type of elemental ailment. Nearsighted for accuracy rating, critical hit, and farsighted for the reduced penalty at range. And then this is where the synergy works for. Oh no, sorry, that doesn't work. This is where the synergy is. Stalking Panther. I spoke about this recently. Evasion rating for a quick helmet, gloves, and boots is doubled. And evasion rating from body armor is halved. At which point I was like, I know what I'll do is I'll look for a good helmet that's got good evasion rating. And this little baby came up. So 1,053 evasion rating, doubling that is 2,106, which is decent enough to kind of throw my evasion up to 64. It's 43 without it, so that's good. I then paired it with this Bloodbraid Amber Amulet, which has got 50% armor, 57% evasion rating, and then 33% global defenses. I bought this for like 10 Exile, I think, and then armor also applies to elemental damage, so it's quite a tanky resistance based amulet. That defensive on the I've just gone for defense for the resistances mainly on the gloves and the rings. The crossbow, we did this last night, didn't we? We didn't ballot 201 to 665 physical damage. It is a very nice bow, that +6 tool skills. It's pretty juicy, so that is giving us a lot of damage, which is nice. Yeah, that's it. A lot of fun. We've got skill points available. It's a very nice crossbow. Where was I going? I thought I had like a spot free. I don't know where I'm going with next with my next skill points, but oh well, we've got 2 spare skill points. Right, let's get a map going. Level 77 on this. Maps. Let's show what we've got. I don't like crit damage, but we seem to be slowly heading into the crit damage build up. Sell it for Valcoin. Yeah, we could do. Sell it. No, we just sell it. Sell it for gold. Get the gold. Well, I need gold. Hopefully we've not. What level is level 75, 77? I hope we should be able to manage this. I hope. He says. Right. Oh yeah. Oh, the other thing I do is I switch out those two. So I do Nova when I'm not bossing, because I like the AoE. It's kind of important, and then we come off it when we go into the boss and do single target. You get some decent clear with this. There's plenty of shrines knocking around. Yeah, I do feel hitting the 11s and some of the lower unoptimized builds has probably been a bit unfair on them. But I feel like this. Oh yeah, our favourites. Oh, you bugger! Mother. I swear to God, I'm just need to avoid these bloody abyssal shards. What have I got? I've got Nova in my grenades. Oh, it's my other character. I didn't have Nova in the grenades. Swear to God. I don't think anybody likes those spear guides. Spear centaurs, whatever they are. These guys here. Well, let's see what we've got. Lovely, we get all of this juicy stuff. Screw it. It's all gonna get deleted tomorrow, guys. Defeat the Black Crow. Okay, nice. We shouldn't have a problem with that. Here we go. So we go in here, switch out, switch in. Oh, nope, that's for the stage 2 of the boss fight. Stage 1 of the boss fight's this way. It's a trap. Yeah, I would like to next season have a little bit more magic orientated stuff. I feel like we didn't get a good like magic this season. This guy's getting nailed. Full magic druid might be fun. Yeah, I mean, well, the wheel. I wonder if the skill gems that we roll out are a little bit too melee heavy. Possibly, I don't know. Right, okay, there we go. Good, that was fun. So, that is bursting Shockalicious, shall I say? I do like it. I think it looks very cool. I love the helmet. I don't know how long it will last me for. As I level through the levels, I might find myself having to pull out of that, but ain't gonna happen because, you know, here we are. We are out of season as of tomorrow. Right, easy. You can tell the easier builds because they just whip through them. Right, I've still got my favourite though in here, and in fact the first build that I have, I don't know if she'll be next or not. We'll find out. 4 builds left. Let's see what we get. Baraji Smith. The first. Is he the first? I can't remember. Oh man, I haven't played Baraji Smith for ages. Barry Smith. So good old Barry. Is a Smith of Katava with the barrage skill. The barrage skill is a what a roll. So the barrage skill is a buff skill. The most endearing tune, rescue my demon constantly. Yeah, he's a good boy, Barry. So basically, barrage, ready a volley of arrow spears, empowering your next barrageable bow or spear attack to repeat multiple times, consumes your frenzy charges on use to add additional repeats. Empowered attacks, repeat +2 times and a further +1 time per frenzy charge consumed. Repeat deals 40% less damage. 420% of repeat skill attack is added to the skill's cooldown to a maximum of 30 seconds. Maximum buff duration is 5 seconds. So perpetual charge to have 25% chance to not remove charges but still count consuming them. Recovery cooldown down to 30%. Benefits consuming charges from supported gems have 20% chance to be doubled. So heightened charges. Rapid casting for 20% increased cast speed and mobility, so 25% less movement speed penalty while using support gems. Caltrops again, living lightning, standard. I mean, I feel like Caltrops, 2H weapons, and all the passageway bonuses with that, and yeah, Caltrops and then Wind Dance are kind of like staple ones for all these melee builds. Manifest Weapon, can I just say, is an utter beast of an ability, and then we've got a Spear Throw. We're not doing stabs because we're not. You can't barrage a stab. You can only barrage a Spear Throw. It is Spear build. That is what the wheel has chosen for us. I haven't played this build for ages. I'm a bit rusty here. We've got the guarding palm of the eye, which gives us the freezing shrine, which you can see it swelling around me. I do actually have, by the looks of it, also the other one, the fire one too, which is good. So I can alternate, I guess, between whichever spear throw I want to do, spear 1 throw, spear 2. Both of them look a decent amount of damage. So where was I on this? Okay, so we are using the spear single-handed weapon. So starting off with the smith or the warrior skill line, we've gone for relentless for armor, sturdy metal more armor, blood motion for speed and those nodes there, blood rush for cost per converted to life but more skill speed. We've got burning strikes for fire damage, reaving for one-handed weapon attack speed and main on attack more damage, bolstering yell for the empower attacks. Obviously we're empowering. Okay, so yeah, we do have empowered buffs on this, definitely. A melee spear warrior, and hopefully if you do melee spear warrior, I think the parry shield might be quite good actually. Thorns damage. Oh, we're doing thorns in this build, how fun. So we've got thorns damage, chance to ignore armor, very very good. Crushing verdict for more damage, standard. We've got a bit of recoup life made to last and heavy armor for more armor, overheating blow and fulmination for fire damage and ignited enemies. We've got revenge for physical thorns, bestial rage, feral rage for attack damage, lots of attack damage, and then battle fever for skill speed and damage. Cremating cries for empower attacks, gain 50% of physical damage, extra fire damage, and explosive empowerment. Empower attacks deal 20% more increased damage and have a chance to explode the enemies with 10% of their life. Fire. That looks like where we're going with this one. As far as the ascendancy points goes, we didn't spec on the armor on this. We've gone for living weapon, which any melee weapon, even though we're using a projectile, it still counts, so we can manifest the living lightning living weapon, which is really strong. And then we're going for, I don't think I'm actually over resistances, no, so that's a bit of a waste at the moment, but you know, hey ho. Right, I don't know where I'm with this build, but we're going to find out. We're going to have some fun. So we've got fire for AoE, and then that looks like it's for single, I think more focused target up front, I guess. The maps. I haven't played this for so long, I feel rusty, but we can do 11. I want to make it, I want to make an easy 11. Is 20% more shock ground, armor break equal to 40% physical damage belt. Reduce. Oh, fuck, let's do that. Sorry, I'm going wiener. I don't know where we're at. I don't want to have to repeat and die all the time. Find out where we're going with this. You never know. It could be really strong. I have no idea. So the idea is to hit barrage, right? Oh, he's doing alright. I mean, you know. Don't knock him. You know, he does a little bit of damage. Don't doubt Barry. Yeah, he's doing alright, isn't he? I mean, I think just 2 attacks, very simple, and then the buff. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, so we want to make sure we got our frenzy charge before we rock it. Frenzy charges help. And then you just basically pin those off, and it drops a load of cow chops. Because it's cow chops at the end, isn't it? That's right. We're dropping cow chops at the end of each attack. I remember now. It's like I knew what I was doing all along. He may feel a little bit confident without his party dress on, probably. Yeah, he had the fire party dress, didn't he? He's not doing too badly. I like the fact that we can have the shrines on this one. Run around with shrines and use a spear for projectiles. That's really strong, actually. They're having these little things in. Interestingly as well. Yeah, synergy-wise, didn't I stick in this one here? Inspiring ally increases reduction to companions' damage also apply to you. So that with allies in your presence deal 10 to 34 added damage. I think doesn't that increase it as well? I think we did have some synergy with that. I'm not sure if the elemental damage goes across on that or not. But the spear is a companion, and because it's a companion, it allows you to kind of get those damage boosts up really, really nicely. Dude, we had some fun time with Barry. Barry is a good go. And I think, you know, using those shrine scepters, super strong. Super strong. Right. Portal to the table and boss fights. The boss is dead. There is no fight. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, I think he's alright. He's alright. Look at that, you know, just go up and do some damage, do a little roll. I think I need to get my thingamajigs up. Don't die now, you've done the boss, don't make... Oh. Alright, I'll just cut that out. Cut that out of the video. Ah, dear, right, off we go. Fucking noob. Yeah. I've been playing very roly-poly builds. Yeah, it was a bit of a meh build, and it did come together. It's been fun, actually. Right. Anyway, character selection. Don't die. Don't die. Barry Smith. We're left with Ivory Trail, Xanice, and Toxic Blood Reaper. Now, let's just see what we've got going on here. Toxic Blood Reaper. This is a bit of a dark horse. I hadn't realised how good this one was going to be, actually. We had a caveat on this build, which was to build bleed and poison into the build, and it was all going well until we realised that the weapon of choice, so Toxic Blood Reaper, Toxic Blood Reaper is, we had to build bleed and poison into it, but we ended up rolling or spinning to use staffs. I added staffs to the wheel because I hadn't been using staffs. I thought, well, I'll add staff to the wheel, and I ended up rolling on staffs. But a staff can't use... staffs can't use heralds, because heralds are melee weapons, right? So it kind of really fucked the build up royally because I couldn't go down. We wanted to use the Bloods Herald, which then gives you the poison and the bleed combination, which allows you to kind of do loads of damage. That went out the window massively, and then it was just like, oh my god, how are we going to build into this? Anyway, I mean, we ended up with Reap, which is a good weapon. In fact, I can probably get quality up on that, can I? Can I get quality on that up? Ooh. Slap it all on. Money bags. Reap worked well, but you can't do heralds with this. But Reap has got a good skill to it. Reap is conjure a bloody scythe that sweeps across the target area, dealing physical damage to enemies and apply critical weakness. Cannot be triggered. Because it's physical, it means we can do blood and poison, bleed and poison. That's great. And it's got a cull. Cull's really nice and critical weakness for critical damage. There's lots of synergy there with that. Really, really like that a lot. Playfinger wraps, one of my favourite wraps. Great for bash builds, great for bleed builds. The all damage from hits contributes to poison magnitude. You can get some really big poison ticks on that. And then the rest is armor, and then spell damage, I guess. And I mean, I've got attacks. I've got some wasted stats in there. So the fire damage to attacks is wasted, as is the physical damage, and that one's wasted. But cast speed is kind of critical on this. Movement speed and armor. So I've gone for armor actually on this, but it's a bit 55% armor. The fact that you can't have Herald of Blood with Reaping Staff is criminal. I think so, but it would be very overpowered. Resistances are okay. Fire is a bit rubbish. Chaos is a bit rubbish, but the other two are alright. 55 armor on this. So, my Reap is got poison on it, Plague Burst, Zenith, because there is no mana charge on using Reap because it's a spell that is inherent from the weapon, not from casting, so that is a good thing, which means my mana is up all the time. So Zenith works really well, which is support spell skills. Skills deal more damage while you're at 90% or above a mana. Recoup a portion of their mana cost does not modify skills and minions. That's fine. So that means that I'm always above my mana. I'm not using mana, so then I always do more damage, which is really, really good. And then we got increased cast speed. Plague Bearer. This is our bleed poison thing. Yeah, there's no way to restrict it. So then all the other staff modes will have it. You could tie it to the skill maybe. You can make the skill a melee skill. Reap could be a melee skill. Or melee spell. So bleed on Plague Burst, corrosion for armor, withering touch for heading down, knocking out chaos resistance. Plague Burst is crucial. That does the repeat bombing. Astral projection means we can cast it far away. Really, really good. And that's what we've got on the Plague Bearer. Contagion. I don't really use Contagion, but it's there to kind of add a bit of like a blowing up presence. Proc. Withering Presence is debuffing. And then Arctic Armor. I've left. It looks like I left stuff in here because I've been playing around with the build. Okay. So. What level am I? 78. I think we can probably do an 11. I think map. I think we can do an 11. Player resistance. I'm running out of like easy ones now. Shock ground, break armor. We'll just do that one. Slap it in, see what happens. So basically what I'm going to do is get a load of poison up very, very quickly using Reap, and then I'm going to slap out Plague Bearer. That's basically it. And then roll around the place like normal. And we got some Delirium to... Oh yeah, I didn't go through the passive tree, did I? Hold on, there's some crucial stuff in the passive tree on the Witch Hunter, actually. Sorry, I'm just going to pull out. Let me go through this. So, passive skill wise, we're down poison. Oh, I missed out all of this. So we've gone for the poison stuff. Lasting toxins, stacking toxins, low tolerance, leeching toxins. I'll just go through those very quickly. Lasting toxins, 10% skill duration, increased skill duration, 40% increased poison duration. Stacking toxins, +1 toxins, but with reduced magnitude a little bit. Leeching is 30% increased magnitude of poison you inflict, but recover 2% of maximum life on killing an enemy. Great. Escalating toxins, 10% increased poison duration for each poison you have. Building toxins, reduced duration, but add toxins to that, and then with toxin tolerance, I'm immune to poison. Great. What else have I got? Oh, we've got staggering palm, so more physical damage. I've really tried to stack the physical damage here. Stylebender, more physical damage. Enduring suffering, more physical damage, but recruit from life as well. Pliable flesh, so more recoup. I've gone for madness in the bones, so that's physical damage as extra chaos damage, and tempered mind, more physical damage. I really want to try and boost the physical damage up of my reap, because that's determining the amount of bleed and poison that I'm doing. All right, now the synergy we've got going here with this is the Zealous Inquisition. 10% of the chance for enemies you kill to explode, dealing 100% of the maximum life as physical damage. Chance of doubled against undead. This is a great clear, and this is almost the herald that I didn't have. I've got, luckily, with the Witch Hunter. Such a cool ability, that, and you'll see it's like a white circle with a cross in the middle of it. Obsessive rituals. I've gone with the sorcery ward for and defensive. Get a barrier for against elemental. I hadn't realised how good this was, and it is really rather good. And then we've got sorcery ward, recovers faster. So it looks like I've done my third lot of ascendancies in that. Yeah. So anyway, back onto the map. So basically, it's swipe poison. And it looks like I've got consecrated ground as well, if I get in trouble. Like that. Yeah, we had a big one there. It is a little bit hair raising, actually. The fact that I'm proccing this. My life is going down. There we go. We get a little bit of a bleed combo with that. But if you look at my plague bearer, that goes up to 100 a hell of a lot. It's one swipe 100. One swipe. 100 there. Damn it! I'm gonna have to bloody the Grand Order Adjudicator for the boss. He's a real bugger. Yeah. Fun. I mean, it's. I feel like this is the build that you could probably get some cosmetic armor on, and make it look quite cool.
Your corpse will feed
the
new
Midler.
tomorrow. Godly fiends, let them die. Tomorrow is at hand.
Oh. Don't. Ooh, bugger it. What is my life? 1-8.
The gods die.
I've got some decent life then. Because normally I'd have
Utopia awaits. Whether you like
been
it or
slammed
not,
by that.
Behold the beginning of tomorrow.
kind of feel like it's a better
My flesh is unimportant.
AoE clear one, if you know what I mean. Like the boss is a bit it's not very single target, but like, just doing that and then just doing like a poison at the end of it. Maybe there's like a single target back bar alternative I could do. I mean, with the Witch Hunter, there is the ability to respec completely and have 100 points to respec into, and you can have a real front bar, back bar scenario going on. Don't die again, please. But yeah, fun. I mean, just like a little bit of a right click pop on that. Nice. Yeah, the pseudo herald with the witch hunter, very nice. Yeah, that's cool. I quite enjoyed doing this build. I kind of feel like the that would be the key, right? Let's have a quick look. Where is it? There, weapon master. I reckon if you did that, you could just find some real single target damage and maybe just go fizz. I did go down here. Not that physical damage, 2H, but it doesn't count as a 2H weapon, this. So that would give us damage, but these physical damage were the better ones to go for because they're closer and there's a few of them knocking around. So yeah. So fun build. I've enjoyed that, and it was surprisingly the challenge became very apparent when I realised the heralds weren't there. Right, character selection. Let's go. We've got 2 left, and 2 of my favourites actually this season. It's been, in fact, I really enjoyed all of them actually. Some of them are really difficult. Jan Ice, she's my favourite. The not Jan Ice, it's the Eva build. Now, Jan Ice actually was the first one that we did. And I thought I had buggered it up when I did this one because of the synergy between lightning and a minion build. But we've got the synergy going, being a little bit creative, which is what I love about this. So the role for this build was to have a Stormweaver with the Skeletal Reaver as the main attack. Skeletal Reavers are quite late on the skill line anyway. I think they're like level 30 or maybe 40 when you get access to them. The Eva build, yeah. In fact, I've been playing this today. It's so fucking strong. It's ridiculous. And also, Skeletal Reavers are broken. The rage don't actually work. The rage, when you equip them with the command skill or use the command skill, it doesn't work. You don't get the rage effect from them. They've broken it and they're repairing them next season. They're fixing them. So this is going to be a really strong build next season. So to combine a skeletal minion build with a ascendancy, which is lightning based, I thought was going to be really difficult. A lot of these don't apply. I don't do direct elemental damage because obviously I am a minion caster and I'm not doing any casting myself apart from just commanding the minions. I have got vulnerability in so I can curse their armor because I am allowed to use some skills as well. But it's worked out really well. All damage from hits contributes to chill magnitude. Heavy snow, target's going to be affected by 2 of your chills at the same time. And we've got the strike twice, so you get 2 of the shock. Now, for this to work, I've got the guiding palm. In fact, let's go to my hideout so you can see it. Guiding palms are one where you get the temple of the shrine. This one here. So that procs up loads of ice stuff. Or I can switch over and do the fulmination. Fulmination is an incredible scepter to have. Fulmination, while active, the first hit of any skill hits a shocked enemy in your presence. That skill also hits other shocked enemies in your presence, up to a maximum of 8. Now, if I run through enemies with my shocked boots and then my minions hit it, then you get this kind of like nice chain reaction going on. I'll just go down the passive tree very quickly. Passive tree, we've done minions, essentially. It is basically a minion build, as you can see. I've got a little bit of insightfulness and melding for mana and energy shield. But essentially, every single minion attack I have gone for, apart from giving my guys resistances. I haven't gone down for giving them life. The reason why I'm not giving them life is I don't care about their life, because I've got the Ubiquitous Immortalis on, which gives my minions basically cannot die while affected by Life Flask. Combine that with the Husk of Dreams for basically unlimited charges on my flask. I can keep them alive and they can have 0 life and they can just keep on attacking. I've gone for the Grey Bind. I mean, I remember these gloves. Trying to find gloves that will work on this build was hard. I think these ones are great. Enemies in presence killed by anyone count as being killed by you, so I get their bonuses, so to speak. I've gone for a martial weapon on this. We've gone for the Trench Timber Spike Club, which is the mace weapon. I'm not bothered the fact that it increases and reduction to minion attack speed affect me. That doesn't bother me. 2+ skills is fine. What I do like about this is it does give me access to Herald of Blood and the Caltrops. Both of these things work really well. The Herald of Blood then now gives me access to, obviously I can cast Bleed on them or Poison on them, and we get a little bit more AoE proccing off, which is good. So on the I've got the Skeletal Reavers. That was 2 divine, that +3 to all Skeletal Reavers. So I've got level 31 Skeletal Reavers. We've got attack speed, more damage, cold damage, physical, and +1 support skills. Fulmination is Living Lightning and Bind, and then Purity of Ice gives me Herbalism, Cannibalism, Unwelling, and Vitality, which is good. I use Vulnerability so I can cast and debuff. Obviously my Reavers do physical damage, so I've knocked off their physical a bit. Herald of Blood, Bursting Plague, Bounty, which is for my flasks. Natural Overload, which I don't know if that works or not. And then we've got Lightning Attunement, and then Living Lightning, Caltrops, Living Lightning, Lightning Attunement, Nova, and Bleed. This is the bleed off that. I mean, the Living Lightning, I love Living Lightning because depending on Living Lightning scales with your it scales here. It tells you can get scales with 1% increased attack speed for her 10 dex, damage per 5 strength, skills triggered on dealing lightning damage, creates 1 minion. Level of minions is based off the triggering skill, so I don't know what is that. That is 17, that is 14. So okay, whatever. And minions convert 100% physical damage to lightning damage. I'm Dex is 108, so they're going to be fast. 96 strength, which isn't too bad. But obviously, I've got all these minions, and these minion things do increase the minion damage of the Living Lightning as well. So Living Lightning is a bit of a bonus. My Skeletal Reavers, though, they absolutely slam. They hit so hard, and this is a really enjoyable build to play. Let's get this out. Maps. I should be able to walk through this. I guess. I hopefully be able to walk through this. Anything else I need to discuss? I don't think. Oh, ascendancy wise, yeah. Well, no, we went to Shape of Winter. We've done that one. Stat wise, resistances, cold resistances wank. Unless I go to the that one. Spirit could be better. I mean, there's room for escaping this. I'm level 83 as well. Ooh. Right, you ready? Just let my minions do the work. I could actually roll through stuff actually. I need to make sure that I'm using the pots. Oh, hello. Ah, don't die. And basically I just command my minions to kill stuff. And literally, I just roll around the map. I mean, literally, it's a roly-poly build. Yeah, I mean, I can put them into rage, but rage doesn't do anything. They're broken. I mean, the main thing I've got to be careful of is to not let my minions die. But we should be good. Oh, no, you. Fucking laser beams. They, Ooh. I'm a very thirsty build. Ah, run away. Yeah, sometimes I need to direct my minions. You know, they go for the little minions, and I need them to take out the big, the dangerous ones. I mean, the damage on bosses there of this build is insane. I want to get to a boss now. I mean, the fact that those hail potions never go down is great. We're on Black Crow again. I mean, inherently, obviously, because I am fairly weak, I've got to stay away from my damage if I can help it. Oh, fuck's sake. Bollocks. Got hit by the crystals. What level are they? 76. I should be able to do this a lot better than this. Yeah, I think I've been playing a little bit hesitantly. Oh, I may have been a bit ballsy there. Bit ballsy. Bit ballsy. Come on. Oh, he's slamming potions then. I might just put that back in there actually. That was really glazed. I don't know which is better actually, if Fulmination is or the Ice Shrine. I think the Ice Shrine I actually get more survivability on. And the Fulmination is probably a little bit better damage. Here we go, boss. Let my little D's pick up. Oh look, Chaos Way. Oh, we're going out this way. Fast build is good, really good. Yeah, I mean fast just keeping you alive is super strong. Wish this guy just died.
Get back here, creature.
Oh, he's straight out the door. He's not. Oh, there we go.
I need more time. Something.
Bash. Yeah, I have tried some of the other shrine scepters as well. I kind of feel the cold one's most optimal, maybe. But yeah, that was fun. What have we got here? Let's have a quick look. Ooh, 101. That's not bad. Nice. Okay. Yeah, fun. Gutted that I died, but then, you know, Abyssal shards. The Abyssal things are a bit nasty. So, right, the last build. This build, Ivory Trail. This build, my God, this build caused me so much headache. So much headache. So the final build of my loadout is Ivory Trail, and she is a what is she ascendancy wise? Oh yeah, she's a Pathfinder. However, she's a Pathfinder with the Bone Offering being the main attack skill in the repertoire of things to use. So impale a skeleton on a bone spike to shield your minions while the spike remains. Reduce the amount of damage taken from hits. Taking a hit that deals damage above a certain threshold will cause that minion's shield to absorb all damage from that hit, then explode. The bind spike itself is a minion, the shield and shields itself. If it dies, shields on the other minions disappear. Right, so what happens is I as I cast it, all my minions get these little things around them. When they get hit and they break and die, that explodes. Now the problem is, this is basically used as a defensive thing to keep minions alive, and then a last resort it blows up. But obviously if I want it to be my main attack damage, then I need to make sure that I've got minions that die quite quickly. So I have spected, fire imps. Fire imps are in the first area in the game. They're low level. They are level 7 plus. They're level 10, but they're level 7 from the gems and they're plus 3 from the global modifiers. That is okay because they are weak enough that they die quickly. The last gasp keeps them alive for a bit. Feeding frenzy makes them more damage. A lightning attunement and lightning exposure, I'm not sure if they do anything. So the idea is to keep them alive long enough that they get a shield and then they blow up. Bone Offering, I've gone for Port Bleed, Poison, Corrosion, Compressed Duration, because I wanted to have those towers up really quickly and just disappear. And then Dance Macabre. Supported Offering skills have 30% increased buff effect, skills target additional skeletal minions. So I need 2 skeletals. So I've got 4 minions, 4 clerics, and the clerics are what I casted on. My imps don't get cast on, which is great. Sacrificial lamb for the clerics, so they get targeted easily. Meat shield for more life, cast speed, and then minion support for those guys. And I use Unearth as well. Unearth is kind of quite crucial on this because I need to get more minions up, so I do more shields, more damage. And Unearth is, these guys are level 18, so 15 plus 3 at the moment for those. And then I've got there are certain characters or certain enemies in this game that will focus you and focus you alone, which is a real pain. So in order to counter that, I have put in the blood barrier iron buckler, which means that when I block, I inflict corrupted blood for 5 seconds on block, dealing 50% of my maximum life as physical damage. So I've had to go for physical life as possible. Other thing I got in is minions have Unholy Might. Unholy Might is a buff that grants 30% of all damage as extra chaos damage. Now that does account for the shield as well. So the shield, if I just bring it up, does 13,000 damage on one of them. Obviously, if they're all getting hit at the same time, then they all blow up. Same mechanic as the last ones. I've got in the Umbiculus and Watalis, so when I use my health potions, they don't die, which is kind of crucial. If they die, the shield goes with them. And then we've got Fulmination as well, so allies in your presence deal 63% increased damage, more +3 skill, minion skills, mana regeneration, allies generate attack lightning damage, which I don't think is going to work too well, but we've got Spirit on there as well. Alpha Howl for Spirit, and then I've gone for the Shock for the feet, and just Resistance and Armor for my gloves. I could get minions actually in the Solar Amulet, and in my gloves actually. I'm missing out on some tricks there. Anyway, never mind, it still works alright. I don't know what level I am on this though. 74. We'll see how I survive. We'll do a level 11 and we'll see how I survive on this. It might be a little bit tricky. It's a very difficult build this to work. It works, but it's let's just do this one. It's not perfect, but it does work. Let's go into here, into the bluff, and see what happens. Yeah, it took me a very long time to work this build out, and like even getting the minions, low-level minions, was kind of crucial.
Nice night for a stroll.
And also,
Don't mind the monsters.
you've got to pull back. Your minions have got to go in. You can't really see it then, actually. Oh, don't die, you bugger. Yeah, I'm going to have to... it requires a bit of practice, this. I love the fact that these guys teleport. Yeah. So I want them to go up, and then they basically hit my minions. There we go. I mean, it definitely isn't an optimized build, this, but it's interesting in that it shows you what you can create if you're a little bit. And I think also the Bone Offering is actually supposed to be a supplement ability to like a full pack of enemies. I'm sorry, not enemies. A full pack of like minions, as opposed to the main skill. Yeah, when we get the minions up, here we go. Now they start swarming in. And even with my skelly minions to kind of keep up a little bit. On Earth is really good, yeah. Especially when you can get absolute shit ton of minions. Oh, right. Yeah, it's got to get used to that potion and timing it right. Ooh. Kind of working. Slow, slow, slow. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one really, because you know you want to attack the creatures. It's this guy's like he's got his he's got it in for me. Yeah. So it's minions like that become a bit difficult where they just want to focus me. Because I can't. I need them. Basically, it's a thorns build essentially, but for my minions, not for me. Which can be a little bit problematic at times. Am I rolling around into crystals? Right, boss now. I love the fact that all the damage is really coming from them hitting themselves. It's great. I mean, it's so good. These guys just jump, land in, slam, and then it's just like dead. Right, well, but what is it? Fuck's sake! The guy just wiped out all my minions. Problematic if they every time they spawn they get blasted. Oh my god, this is not a good boss for me. Oh shit, I'm fucked. Ah, I do every time my minions spawned, motherfucker killed them before I could proc out the ability. I'm out of potions. I tell you what, good would be really good actually on this build. For this instance, would be that chest piece that gives me health potions. I've got to be able to do it. Come on. I'm out of potions again. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh my god. This is dude is tough. Let's I need health potions more on the fly. Yeah, it's a rip build. The thing is, I need to be hit. And if he destroys all my minions in one hit before I can cast a bone offering, I need to keep them alive, which means that I'm spamming my health potions so that they stay alive. Which is that potions? Have I got it on here? I don't think I've got it actually. Oh, flask. Here we go. There, that'll do. That might work. I might be able to have a bit more. I might be able to do it. We'll see. It's a difficult build, this. Oh, fuck's sake. Damn it. He's tough, boys. He's tough. I think we fucked it. We've got a failed build. What level are we? 76, 74. Oh my god, I'm 2 levels. Okay, so I'm not giving myself a fighting chance here with this. We're level 74. Uh-oh. I mean, potions are fixed. Minions, aren't they? Ah, fuck it. Oh, we're so close to dying as well. Yeah. This was the hardest wheel combo. I think 2 levels above me. I'm not ready for tier 11s. But you get the idea. I mean... damn. Gutted. But fun all the same. It's a fun build. But just it's definitely not an optimized build at all, just because of obviously what we're trying to achieve. And I think maybe we needed a little bit more things. I need my minions to die and take damage. That's the thing for it to work. Oh well. Anyway, that's it. That's the showcase done. It's not bad. I mean, I think 8 out of 9 builds are probably a lot more viable than this one. I'm really looking forward to next season. I think we've got a good thing going. I think also at the start of the season of this one, I wasn't quite sure of the format of it. I think I've done too many builds. I think 9 is a bit too many. I think I need to get more to endgame in order to support the new ones coming up. I appreciate, Paul, you helping me out massively. Yeah, dude, it's been a lot of fun doing it, and I think come Friday, yeah, I think office party Friday, but come this weekend, we've got two choices: whether we run Druid or whether we run Talisman, and we will decide that on stream, and then just run with it. So we'll let the wheel decide everything else out. I mean, we could end up with a Druid with Talisman, but it could be a Druid with Mace. It could be a Smith of Katava with Talisman, which actually I think would be absolutely banging. But I kind of don't want to do another Smith of Katava out of all the Essences out there. Yeah, you should do the opposite. Should I do the opposite or whatever you roll? You can do if you want, mate. You can do. I have no problem with that. You can join in and play however you want. Oh man, I'm gutted that last boss, but hey. Yeah, it's. I don't know. The thing is though, the season closes tomorrow at 9 p.m, which means that this is the last evening playing. But I kind of feel that's it. We're done. This is a wrap until next weekend now. What do we do in the meantime? Do I clear out my inventory? Do I really don't know. And also build wise, maximum 24 unless you buy new builds, and new build slots or character slots. So I might have to go through and delete a load of crap. Demo plan, yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna get rich. You're gonna get rich, and I'm gonna spend it all. I'm gonna spend it all. Yeah. But all of this lot, wasted divine, wasted chaos. We could have bought stuff with this. It's yeah, guild fees. Yeah, exactly, guild fees. No, it's been good. Yeah, so I think maybe 6 characters might be optimal. It depends on how far we go with them. Val everything. Exactly, Val everything. Oh yeah, I tell you what. What character did we do the... what character was it? Bursting Shokalita. So we rolled this, and the wheel told us not to val it. We didn't val it. Ready? The craft, the god tier craft. Apart from the reduced attribute requirements. Let's go. 201665. Ah, that was a bit rubbish. In fact, that was a bit boring. Boo. It's still good. Added strength. Oh yeah, okay. Added strength. Okay, perfect. It's made it even more god tier. Yeah, that's good. Nice spot. Well done. Damn, no brick. Yeah, you wanted the brick, didn't you? So that's good. Don't know what else I've got on weapons wise. Belen Berserker. I feel like I didn't push Belen Berserker greater than what it could have been, to be honest. I think there's a lot of headway for this. I mean, if we just gems plague. Ooh, I think I have to go in here. I've run out of slots. Herald or Blood would be the one, right? Plague Burst. Poison. Get rid of that one. In fact, we need to get rid of all of this. Get rid of the defensive measures on this and go full on poison. Poison, plague burst, bleed. Right, bleed 3. That's the combination, right? Maces on Erica. Oh, her maces, are they not bowed yet? That would be the combination, wouldn't it? I reckon we wouldn't do that either, actually. We'd do bleed on Bell. The bleed would be pretty huge on that as well. I don't know. We'll have a look. I just want to try this. This is going to bug me up before we bed this one. What character? 74. Oh, we can do crit in this build. Haha, mother hubbards. Let's do it. I'll get this guy back. Off we go. We'll just do this and then we'll go, what time is it? 10 to. That's worked out alright. I feel like the lack of... We could really gone into stun on this as well. Definitely working hard at this, right? Proc is working nice, isn't it? I love the fact that I can slam those bells down so much quicker. Just haven't specced into poison magnitude. Ooh, well, we can change that. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Good spot, good spot. Can I equip? It's not going to bugger me up, that is it? Don't think so. This should, now we go, right. We might have to, we'll see what happens. We might have to do, I'll just take one of these with me. Hans, welcome in, dude. Do you need 8 to do I need 8 ascendancy points? Not not now. This is the last night I'm going to be playing these characters, and then it's gone, isn't it? I don't play off League, so it's very kind of you to offer, mate. I'm literally on. I'll be coming off in 5 minutes. It's 1 in the morning, and I got work tomorrow, so I'm going to be jumping off. I just need to get this boss, and we need to battle a couple of items. Ooh, cold hurt. Whee! Not bad. Yeah, I kind of feel like I needed a little bit of life on hit there just to kind of make up for that. That would have been good, but apart from that, solid. Yeah, little caveat to the end of the build. I might try and edit it back into the video. Okay, right, 2 more things. Let's see if we can vow those maces that we crafted. Oh god, 2 secs. Dog's barking. Hold on. Typical, isn't it? It's the last 2 minutes of the stream. The dog wants to go out for a wee. If I don't let her out, she'll wake the house up. So what is it? Erica's 2 H's. Let's have a little go. Yep, one of them needs valing. In fact, I do have a one of those. What did it do? Extra fire damage? No. Oh, socket, look. Yay. That's good. Helpful. Yeah. So, I mean, oh, you go over here. The should have vowed it ages ago. Yeah. Look at that fucking damage now. 450 to 617. Nice. Very nice. Right. I think that's it. I'll be sad to see my characters go, but you know, I'm excited for new things. Look at that mana just getting absolutely freaking tanked. What is that? 114 per hit, and I do 1 every 0.35 seconds. That's 3 a second. That's 345 mana a second I need. It's not very feasible, that is it? Oh dear. Yeah. GG's. Anyway, it's been a good season. I really enjoyed it. Paul, I'm glad that you've joined me on the journey of Path of Exile as well. It's been a fun ride, and all hell the wheel indeed. I don't know if I'm going to play Path of Exile between now and Friday. Now, I might do. I don't know. I see how this stream. I'm gonna try and cut the stream up and to like showcase every single individual build. I might do the bone offering one again, just because I feel like it didn't give it the best showcase, albeit at 2 levels high. Apart from that, but yeah, I think a little break before we get into it. Maybe do some arc raiders. Maybe, you know, I'm sure Daniel will be pleased. Do some first-person shooting for a little bit. Let the cogs reset. You know what? I think this last 2 weeks actually, I've not felt this last week, Bursting Chocolita or Chocolicious, whatever. She was the last one, but I kind of felt like she was a very easy one to build into, so that I didn't have to think about it. But there's been some real kind of like grindy weeks on the season, especially with some of them. What I would like to do next season is try and avoid this part of the map. I kind of feel like these have been staples in my builds for a lot of it. Part of me thinks it's because they're kind of meta nodes, which you know, don't want to gimp, but I want to try and build more over here, and not minions as well. I want to try and focus on doing casting, like a couple of cast builds we would like, and like Dax was saying, like a caster druid might be quite fun to do. We'll see. Anyway, dude, thanks a lot. Or dudes, thanks a lot. I'll see you guys on Discord, or I'll see you over the next weekend. Friday might be quite late when I start. It might be Saturday evening that we actually get going properly. We'll see. Depends what time I get back from the work do. I don't want to be too late because, you know, not drinking and the mess that ensues might be pretty catastrophic. So yeah, and I'll be late. But yeah, I'll keep you posted anyway on Discord. Thanks for watching, guys. I enjoyed the showcase, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Bye for now. Bye.